Okay, we are live with Coach Hoiberg. I will start questions with Sam McEwen.
Hey, Fred, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I got you, Sam.
Super. Well, there's probably, there was enough there for 2 or 3 games. When you think about what jumped out to you the most about that one, where does your mind go first, both in a positive and in a frustrating way?
Well, I think first and foremost, I thought our energy was phenomenal tonight. I thought it was where it needed to be to have a chance to win that game. And, against a team like this, coming off 3 losses, which doesn't happen to Tom Izzo's teams very often, to have a week to prepare, I knew they were going to come out and play hard and play with great energy. But I thought we, really battled them and, fought all the way through it, even when we had the bad stretch, which, again, just continues to be a theme for our team, the starts of the second half. To allow them to stretch the lead, and then we figure it out and get back into the game. We have to find a way to figure that out. So that would be one of the frustrating things to me, Sam, is continuing to come out. And I didn't like the energy. I didn't think Teddy came out with the right mentality, and we got him out. And then when I put him back in, he was unbelievable. As good as he's been all season. So we just have to find a way, to get the full 40-minute. Everybody being on the same page. We talked about 2 things in this game, 3 things: transition, defense, which they exposed us in that area, especially during that run; offensive rebounds, which we were phenomenal in the first half, only giving them 1 offensive rebound, but we gave them 8 in the second, 2 critical ones there at the end. We just turned our head and allowed Langford to go in there and get the putback with a 5-point game. You get that, you come down and you score, give it 1 possession, and it could have been a different outcome. And then the turnovers. We continue to turn it over too many times. But, again, our energy was outstanding. I thought we got the ball to the right guys when they had it going, with Trey and Teddy specifically. Kobe, I thought, was really good for us off the bench. Lat, unfortunately, fouled out in the 15 minutes. But, for him to step up and knock down that out-of-bounds play we ran for him in the corner was huge for him to knock that down and hit 2 out of 3. So, just, again, got to find a way to play complete 40 minutes. But I thought we took a step in the right direction tonight.
Michael Brunst.
Fred, when you kind of looked at what they were doing, were they really working hard to take away Delano tonight, or what did you kind of see what Michigan State was doing there?
Yeah, they did. Delano, I thought, you look at his numbers, he had 7 assists. I thought he did a good job of, finding guys. We shoot almost 50% from the field, 53 in the second half, and, almost 50 from the 3. So, I thought Delano did a good job recognizing guys that had the hot hand tonight and getting them the ball. Would like to clean up the 4 turnovers that he had, but Delano, I thought, had a solid game as far as his playmaking is concerned. So he's going to get a lot of attention because of the type of numbers that he's putting up. But from a playmaking standpoint, I thought he was excellent.
Robin Rausch.
Hey, Trey McGowens looked like a guy that was kind of determined not to lose tonight, just from start to finish. What did his energy do for the rest of the team, especially with the way that he was continuing to fight in the second half when things were starting to get away?
Yeah, Trey was phenomenal, pretty much start to finish. He had a couple where he got a little out of control, 1 turnover where he drove it into 3 guys, but that's how he got himself going. That's how he got the team going, with his aggressive attack tonight. We cleared out the right side of the floor for him. He went in, had the and one highlight dunk. So I love Trey's mentality, and if we can continue to get him to do that, he's shooting the ball very well, knocked down both of his 3s again tonight. I'd like him to continue to hunt that with the way that he's shooting the ball. That's the time where I think he gets himself in a little bit of trouble, when he turns that down and then maybe drives it into the crowd. But overall, Trey, I thought, played his most complete game. I thought his aggressiveness and his attack was exactly where it needed to be.
Connor Happer.
Were your guys forced to kind of respond to their energy with the, they were kind of chanting, they were making a lot of noise, slapping the floor, stuff like that. How do you feel like your guys responded to that, and is that different than what other teams have been showing you so far this year?
I did think we responded to it. We got to find a way to cut out that little stretch that's killing us every night. And, for the last couple, it's been that first stretch in the second half. Really, tonight was the end of the first, beginning of the second. You cut that out, we win the game. And, very important. You got to start the game right, and the half, start the second half, and end the game Those got to be the most important stretches. And, right now we didn't end the first half well, and we started the second half flat again. We got to fix that. I don't know what the answer is because it continues to happen. We're pulling our hair out trying to figure out why it continues to happen, because then we figure it out. We pull our energy up and we get back into the game. But climbing out of that hole requires a lot of energy. And, then at the end of the game, instead of being down 6, hopefully you're up and finding a way to close out those games. But that's the important part for us right now, is figuring out our starts in the second half, because we're starting the game well pretty much every night. It's finding a way to eliminate that one stretch that we're having every night, whether it's the first 5 minutes or the second 5 minutes of the second half, playing a complete game and finding a way to win.
Robin Washut.
I know this is still a 4th straight loss. The outcome wasn't what you wanted, but considering how things went at Ohio State, how ugly that game got, and the fact that you were down 17 in the second half and responded the way that you did tonight, I mean, I don't want to say moral victory, but is that something that you can kind of take away, just that rally back to make it from 17 to 5, something that can be looked at as a positive that you can build upon, even though it didn't come in a victory?
It's a step in the right direction for sure, Robin. There's no doubt about that, and that was the big thing tonight I talked to him about. Whether you win or lose, you come out and you play with tremendous energy, which I thought we did, with exception to that one little stretch. And, it's also, you got to look at this thing, big picture. We just finished playing our 4th-ranked team in a row in this league, and I thought we battled harder and were more physical. I thought Ivan was really good. I thought he was much better than he was against Ohio State, where I thought he just gave ground in there as that game wore on. We'll get Derek back next game. That will help. We'll get another physical body in there. Now, he's probably not going to be ready to play a ton of minutes, but it'll be good to have Derek back on the floor for us to add, more physicality and more size out there for us. But 100%, we took a step in the right direction tonight, playing a team that was coming off 3 losses in a row, had a week to prepare. You can see obviously what they talked about from an energy standpoint, but I thought we matched it for the most part.
Last question to Sam McKewon.
Hey, Fred, when it comes to Teddy, what did you see that you didn't like right there early in the second half? And then when he goes back in and he does a lot of good things, there still is a stretch there, I don't know, about 10 minutes in, where he's clearing the floor out and he's taking some deep shots. Is that what you want him to do in that moment because he's feeling it? How do you sort of ride that wave that he can sometimes go on?
Yeah, when he gets it going, obviously he can score the ball in bunches, and he can string together 5 or 6 in a row. The one he took from about 5-6 feet behind on the left slot over there, that's the one that we got to eliminate, because other than that, I thought his attack was great. I thought he took shots at the line where he had some space, and when he's got space and he has it going like he did, we don't mind those shots. As far as early in that second half, I just didn't think the urgency was there with Teddy. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much outside of the flow of the offense, where when he was scoring, we were running a play where he would fake a handoff and then have an opportunity to attack, which he was phenomenal in. As good as he's played all year in that stretch against a great defensive team. So again, it's just the consistency overall of everybody, and then everybody does their job individually, collectively. We find a way to get the win.
That'll conclude our pit session with Coach Hoiberg. We'll come back with Trey McGowens shortly. Off mic.